All right, we are recording. We're back streaming now. We're recording again for the Horde. We're going to do the opening to Zandalar. Woot! I'm excited. Stop messing with some trolls, punching some heads. I'm going to let Taro know. So I've switched over to my Horde stuff, and I'm doing that opening schematic. That way it gives some people some time.
Champion, Azeroth cries out for your aid. Come to Azeroth. There's something you need to see.
Abandoning all my quests because I was not ready. Why was I not ready? Well, because I'm an idiot, obviously. Oh my god, I was so behind on this character. Alright, we're going to change channels for a minute. I'm going to pop channels for a little bit. I'll be back.
Okay.
If she gets on and wants to actually hang out later, just have her message me. Or if any of the other guys get on and are planning on playing too.
Lauren's probably going to get on. She was just talking to her brother.
I'll be back. I just don't know if I'll be back before they're ready. Have you been seeing the trailers for this Happy Time Murders? The movie?
I don't think so.
It's by Brian Henson. He's been working on it for years. It's about two cops.
Oh no, I have seen that. The puppet one, right?
Yes, dude, I'm so hyped. It is not even funny.
A little tiny bit.
All right, I'll be back. Hey, Hailby AIE. Hail B AIE.
Hail, hail.
Okay. Wasn't sure if I just didn't have the button down long enough the first time. I am streaming, just so people are aware, and so in case somebody doesn't want to say something. Just thought I'd pop in, see how AI is doing as I get ready to start out my Horde for the stream.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
And thank you for the heads up. That's always appreciated.
Yeah. See, I made a comment in my my main guild, where I've been raiding.
Yeah.
And I was like, so if anybody has any objections, just let me know and I won't cover it. And no one said anything. So I was streaming our raids, and then people got kind of a little concerned. And I was like, oh, just because no one said anything doesn't mean I shouldn't have asked a little more thoroughly.
LVY doesn't have the new...
A bunch of the UI ones don't yet because
thing.
they're having some issues.
Oh no, it's not having an issue. It just doesn't have the new currency for this expansion.
The Azerite?
No.
Which currency?
I'm trying to figure out which. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I can't find the quest.
I love it when I'm like surrounded by people I know because it's the new X pack and people are actually back. So it's like I see people I haven't seen in months.
War resources.
Oh, the war resources. I That might not be tracked by them. They didn't track order hall resources through LUI, did they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did with.
When I was trying it early on in the
Orbital and
expansion,
Garrison.
last expansion, they
There's
weren't ready
all-
for it either.
There's already an add-on someone else has made to add those currencies to LVI in the meantime. I
Oh, wow. Okay.
saw it as I was I don't think it's from LUI, but someone has made it an add-on to, I guess, compensate for that. In the
I can
interim.
wait for them to update. It's not that big a deal. I just went to go change it in LVI and it wasn't there, and I know I'm running the most current version. So. God damn it! I was so focused on that I forgot to read the quest text.
So I'm going to ask a question without spoilers. Has anyone else played the Alliance opening?
Did in beta.
Yeah, I did in beta. I haven't seen the new cutscene yet, though.
Yeah, I just did the
I'm
part
probably gonna
where you
switch
get
over.
to your choosing where to go at the battle board, whatever they're calling it this time. The map. And after seeing that, I'm pretty excited for doing the Horde one. I did the Horde, a lot of the Hordes, or some of the Horde stuff in beta, but I didn't want to burn myself out on all of it as much as I wanted to just like do everything.
I was gonna do it on Horde, and then I listened to Tet Semi, who said, "Yeah, we all made them on Alliance so we wouldn't root our Horde story." And I thought, "Oh, that's wise. It's very wise." So yeah, so I haven't seen any of the Horde stuff, but I did see, like, I don't know, I was like a few levels in on Alliance. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
when
think they
I
call them command boards. I don't know. That's what they generally call them. I don't know if that's what they call them here.
Oh yeah. God, I'm really upset I missed that quest text.
What quest?
Oh, the one you get after you do some stuff down at the docks. I need to find the name. There it is. Royal Word.
you haven't played much with AIE this whole last expansion. It's the first one ever. Well, since I think
real.
late
I was real
30%.
hit or miss with
Some real life friends of mine play on Alliance, and so I've been playing a lot with them this last expansion, like a lot. Like I raided with them, like, and finished the final raid and everything again. Because my schedule got so jacked last year that I almost didn't do nothing.
Our world needs us, champion. Our world enters the
I've done the
chamber
quest on
is
Wildheads.
this
We're
way.
good.
Come on.
I got invited to the beta and then I was just like, I'm not gonna use it. So I didn't.
Well, I did a bunch of stuff because I've started streaming, like, a lot. And I wanted to be able to show some of the new systems. Look at how, like, the artifacts were going to transfer over for being able to use them in other specs. Which, now that they've hit, has anyone been able to see how to transmog your artifacts yet?
I haven't even got anywhere near that part yet.
Where you've given up your artifact weapon?
No, I have. I'm just not worried about transmogs till I hit 120.
Ruins, champion.
Oh.
Won't hold together for long.
I literally bought a yak because I want to transmog stuff all the time.
Azeroth cries out. Azeroth calls to you, champion.
I haven't done the weapon because
One more.
I replaced my weapon already back in Darkshore. So in some weird thing that I don't understand, on my warlocks, both my warlocks and my priests, for some reason, my alternate specs weapons converted higher than my main spec weapons in all 3 instances, and I don't understand how that possibly happened. But
You got drops for their sockets that probably were specific to those weapons over your main, randomly enough.
oh, so like, wait, you mean my relics?
Yes.
Oh, and so what? When the relic couldn't just...
The relics add to eye level.
Yeah, no, they totally add to eye level, but they were higher eye level than my than my op specs, and yet for some reason it ended up being a lower level weapon. So
Oh, that's weird.
it is weird, yes. And if it was isolated, I would think, oh well, I don't know, but it's not. It's happened on several characters now, and I don't really get it.
What were they all healers, perhaps?
No, all DPS. I am not a versatile player. I can DPS, or DPS.
That was me until Wrath, the first time I found a group that didn't need a tank, and they're like, "Oh no, we need you to be DPS." I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but you learned apparently.
Like in Burning Crusade, I played the entire expansion as a healer, like from level 60 with my paladin to level 70. I healed like through leveling. It was the worst thing ever in retrospect. And then other than that, I've been a tank since like vanilla. Like every expansion, I play a tank. Until then, where they were like, nope, we don't need a tank, go DPS. And I'm like, I literally didn't know how to play my DPS specs at all.
That's cool.
My raid leader had to teach me how to DPS.
I mean, I have no idea how to tank.
Yeah, you guys are making me feel better. I apparently am not the other one. Although, so you've like converted, Golf. You now have some versatility. I definitely do not.
I actually am leveling my main as a paladin specifically to heal, in theory.
Nice. I have no idea what just happened in this conversation I had here, so I'm just going to try and scroll back through this text for a sec.
Yeah, that's going to be a small problem being in chat with this being one of those times where I want to read the quests.
Yeah. Well, I if it's like a cine or something, I just deafen, and then, you know, I figure people will, like, because it marks it like metagen right now, you can tell, right? So people will know that I'm not just ignoring them anyway, so, yeah.
I'm pretty good. I just got distracted by... I forgot what... But that's what Wowhead's for. I can go back.
I just really love seeing dinosaurs everywhere.
Oh, what is...
Keep that amulet close to your heart, champion. It'll see you through the dark times ahead. I'll keep searching for ways to heal the damage done to Azeroth. When I have need of you, I can reach out through that talisman. I may be her speaker, but you are her champion, and she needs you to fight for her. Well, hero, you've got work to do. The teleportation pad will take you back to your allies. Good luck to all of us.
Well,
Come on.
this is an interesting
Come on.
quest.
Get up here, Karma Dog. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I need to turn the fan around too. It's getting hot, huh? Stupid heat. So I haven't got to spoken with many of my allies here in AIE, but how are people currently feeling about our esteemed Dark Lady?
Many are going with like one shoulder or no shoulders, and then some of us just don't care either way and are quite willing to go burn stuff.
You are a warlock. You are a warlock.
I am. Can you tell? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm a warlock. Yeah, no. So yeah, but no, there's a lot of people, just as in the rest of, you know,
Did you
out and
read?
about in the world.
Yeah. Did you read the
Guys,
shorts?
I've been a Sylvanas fangirl for like forever, so...
I love
Yeah,
Sylvanas.
me too.
I think she's a great character. As an old school Horde fan, Like Thrall is my Horde. I mean, what he was trying to build is what I want for the Horde. So it's kind of hard to see, but I love where the story's going because looks like it's gonna be great.
I think we've been friendly, like, for too many X-Packs, and for good reason. I mean, you know, the enemy of my enemy, but we needed to come back to this animosity, like, to really come back to it, and that's certainly happening. So, you know, because I think for too long we've been, like, at that sort of that peace, temporary peace.
Yeah, and I didn't mind that from
ongoing.
the standpoint where it was like explained. Did you read the shorts?
No, I watched the vids, but that's it.
Okay, so did you watch a video about the A Good War?
No.
Okay, it basically goes further in depth on how people are feeling during the lead up and what actions are being taken by whom as far as Sylvanas, and a lot of it's told from Sourfang's point of view. And but there's the reason I thought about with you being a warlock, there's a really cool moment in it where there's a warlock and his imp, or her imp. I think it's a him. So there's an actual warlock and imp in a lore canon story in a way that doesn't make them feel like they're hiding in the basement.
That's always a nice occurrence. I'll have to go check it out. What vid is it?
I'm not sure no, it's not a video. It was the actual short story, A Good War. But I think Taliel and Evatessin, or Evatel and Taliesin, did a video about it as a breakdown and talked about it more. And I think Noble's going to do a full, like, walkthrough breakdown of it at some point, if he hasn't already.
Yeah, Noble's the place to go for lore, for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy his videos a lot.
Yeah.
I was watching him up until launch.
I only just discovered him, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, so I was not watching him forever, but...
I think my current favorite breakdown group, because I used to really enjoy Wowhead, but I don't know, something about their setup I don't enjoy as much anymore. I really enjoy Taliesin and Evatel. They're a British YouTube group couple. Well, they're married now as of like a week ago or something.
Oh, cool.
And
I might have actually seen one of their videos, just because in the end of the video he said something about my new wife. So might have just inadvertently happened upon one of their videos. I don't know.
These are
But
two
in any
things that will
case,
happen
we
in their
should link it.
videos. At some point, Taliesin will say, go, 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 as it starts. And at some point, they will talk about the forums, and he will be like, oh, no, it was great. The forums are wonderful. And then, no, it was a shit show, obviously.
The forums are always that.
Every time something big comes out, they talk about it, and then they talk about the forums. And he puts this image up in the background that's like some passed out baby that's like wiped poop all over the walls.
That's funny. I'll have to, like, look into it. The Good War, right? That's what he says called?
Yes, if you just want to read the short, it's available directly from the website. And if you open the website with a Kindle, it reads okay. But I actually loaded mine to my desktop and put it on as a document.
Are you talking about on the WoW website?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a short story called A Good War. It and Elegy, I think it's Elegy, are the ones that were released in hardback with the collector's edition.
Oh, okay.
But they were available for free to everybody else on the internet. But
Ember's War, A Good War. There we go. And Elegy. Yep. I see them. Sweet.
and both
check
of
that
them put rogues in the most interesting light I think they have ever been as far as how they are viewed mechanically in canon. Because it so the rogues are hired to go stir shit up in Ashenvale by Garrosh. Or I keep saying Garrosh. Sourfang and their little setup.
Yeah.
And it actually talks about like rogues stepping into the shadows and like warping themselves into like other people for like disguises. It's really cool. It's one of the most interesting ways.
I got distracted because the Natal Hakata is looking at me with disdain for being a mere warlock.
What is that?
So I don't know. He's like somebody over here in Zandalari. Anyway.
So, Taryn Gregory put up a post about how they're now a little concerned about the attitude of Nathanos because all the players want to kill him all of a sudden after the Battle of Lordaeron because he has the best mount ever. And they were like, when we put him in there, we didn't expect everyone's first thought to be, oh, great, hopefully I get to kill him because I want that mount. Because he's on one of the demon hounds.
Yeah, I didn't expect when you said that everybody hates him, and I was expecting something like around his actions.
Yeah,
so.
no. It was a total, like, they were like, oh, now everybody thinks he should be a raid boss because everybody wants his mount.
That's funny. Mount drop. Yeah. Yeah, he well could be. Who knows? Certainly he's
Good boy.
her right-hand man, so... Or right-hand undead.
I don't think we're going to get to kill either one of them, personally.
Yeah, I'd happily pay gold to have the chance to kill him. And he can keep his mount.
Is that just because you want a spot?
You just dislike him on principle?
He's got an attitude every time I talk to him.
Well, he's Sylvanas' man. Sylvanas has an attitude every time you talk to her. It's one of the things I like about her. She looks at everybody with disdain. It's awesome. The blood elf in me understands that completely. Yeah.
I just don't need it from both of them.
No, I guess not, but still. He strikes me, well, I don't know if he's a rogue, but I feel like he's a rogue in the way he acts. Like, I can see him stabbing anybody in the back anytime, anywhere.
He's a hunter.
For any reason. Like, I've never actually noticed what his, like, class is, but...
He's a hunter.
Yeah, he's very rogue-like in manner, is, I guess, my point.
Do you remember messing with him in, like, vanilla?
No.
Oh, God.
I don't.
So he was either Eastern or Western Plaguelands, and you'd roam out there, and he was out there with his little demon dogs, and he was just a douche. And he was like champion of the Banshee Queen or something.
I remember him. He was out in like on this little hut way off to the side somewhere.
On a little island somewhere, and he's like, oh, yes, go kill those for me. Oh, you survived and brought me stuff back. Great. Yeah, go kill this.
That reminds me of what is that machine that's at where you do the tests of wisdom and whatever in Argus?
Yeah, I loved that little construct. Yeah.
Yeah, that construct is hilarious. Yeah, sounds like he was playing pretty much the same kind of game, so that's funny. All right.
This war, the Horde needs allies. The boy king has something that does not belong to him. I want it back. You are to infiltrate Stormwind and liberate a political prisoner. One who could change the course of the war in our favor. Are you up to the task?
We will not fail the call.
Oh, I know you won't. I bring a team for you. Retrieve my prize.
Is that Max in channel? Like the Max?
Yeah.
No, it's a different guy, I'm sure.
couple Max is true, though, I think.
Yeah.
The one that streams. I think that's... Are you the one that streams is the question. That streams
Are you the one that
AIE
does all
guild.
the all the AIE guild stuff for
No. That's Max with 1X.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Older. Oh yeah, I was like, what? I haven't seen him in an age. Not really since we were playing Old Republic together.
There's Max with 1X. He's on all the time.
I
And
have, like
then,
I said, I've been playing
there's
Alliance
a
so
Max
much.
Z.
I feel bad being over here. If that makes any sense. I mean, it's kind of pointless to just sit around in the channel while you're playing another faction and on another server.
I think there's something to be said for camaraderie. I personally might, kill you for being Alliance, but the rest of the world is pretty much, we don't care.
I mean, hey, when I'm Alliance, it's fair game.
Hey,
'Cause that's how it
have
should
an
work.
Alliance, but only I have an Alliance. I boosted her, but I only boosted her because the Alliance now has a Blood Elf.
I mean, I can get behind the kill all the Alliance.
Yeah. No, me too. Except when I'm actually playing one. But even when I'm playing one, I'm still Horde. See, that's the difference. You're either Horde or you're Alliance. So you can go play at being Alliance, or you can be an Alliance. You see how that works?
I'm an Orc at heart, period.
I am Horde Warlock. And yeah, okay,
Um,
I'm stuck up Blood Elf too. Yeah.
Nope, I'm a undead when it comes down to it.
You're Horde.
What do you think of the Nightborn as an elf player?
I like it. I made one.
I instantly
yeah.
rolled a mage as soon as.
Hold on, I'll be right
unlocked it.
back. I think my dog wants to go outside, but he's not ringing his bell. I'll be right back, streamers. You want to go outside? Is that what you want? See this? Ring the bell! Turkey shit.
I didn't unlock the Nightborn until like 2 days ago.
They're pretty cool though. I even that storyline, I love that storyline. And as an elf, it was awesome to have like every
dog has been put outside and I
elf
threw him in the
race
pool.
involved
Guys, I'm
in
dead.
that story.
Yes.
Like that last part of it was
I'm
just
back.
epic. So
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
me too,
What were you guys
and
talking
it's
about?
rare. Well, I was saying, I was answering your question essentially. I was saying I actually really like the Nightborn, but I especially like that whole tail end of the Surmar story, where you had all of the elf races in that like one arm of the storyline, and it was awesome. Like,
Oh yeah,
for
and I
me,
totally
to see
get
all those
why
elves was just epic.
they
So,
chose Horde. I don't know if I agree with it, but I get it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because they were totally looked down on and judged.
And kind of,
essentially-
but that's
kind of a bitch.
yeah, but that's the
Basi-
exact same thing the Blood Elves did to their own. So I don't know. It must be an elf thing. Because it's the
I
same
mean,
thing.
the high elves.
No, it's the same thing the Blood Elves did to the Void Elves.
Oh, to what's his face? Yeah, but the elves did it to us too, because we're also an ostracized. The blood elves are also tainted, so it's gone down the line everywhere, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I must just be an elf thing that they all look down on anything that's not what they consider perfect. Except
Well, yeah, 'cause
apparently the
we're all
Nightborn.
stuck up.
I
That's
mean,
right.
have you read a lot of elves in fantasy? That's the generic trope.
Yes, but I was a little disappointed that was how far they took it when in Warcraft 3, the Night Elves were just described as this savage race that could rival the savagery of the Orcs, and instead they kind of just irritate me.
They definitely don't seem like that in here. I don't know that there's any race I would consider to be rival to orcs in terms of that, to be honest.
Gnomes.
World killer.
Yeah.
Gnomes are ferocious.
No, they're not.
The darkest force on Azeroth.
I mean, there's a reason that if you're raiding Alliance side, you sacrifice a gnome. It lets you raid without any deaths. It's amazing.
That's why I was kind of hoping we'd get something like the Furbog on. Well, I guess the Worgen actually would probably be the closest thing of ferocity level of the Orcs.
No, the Worgans are not. They're not. Because unlike, well, okay, first of all, the orc is a savage race to begin with, and then their sort of, I don't know, their sort of dastardly aspect, which is, you know, having been exposed to the fell, just makes that more. Whereas the Worgans are human, and so there's always that sort of human side of them that's tapering the beast. There's nothing tapering the Horde beast or the orc beast. They just are.
Well, no, because they weren't savage. They were barbaric. But
No,
they
I
weren't
didn't say
savage
they're
till the orc
fierce.
blood, and then they lost that. So, or the fell blood.
They were fierce before that.
That's why I said barbaric over savage.
Oh, they're a warrior society.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They're
In
they're
the
not into
purest
peace.
sense.
Yes. But yeah, okay.
No,
if you're talking
I'm-
savage, is it like have no control? Like, what do you mean by savage then?
Like in
Brutal?
current state, the orcs are the most barbaric, rage-filled of the Horde races. I
Although
would say
all of the Horde in general, as one of the descriptions that's floating around of late that I like is we work to control our aggression in the Horde.
but really only the orcs and the undead mess with that at all. Because like the Tauren are not inherently a,
No, they're generally peaceful.
and even
seeming.
the trolls are pretty close to the orcs as far as like having a natural tendency to be all like raw, raw.
Yeah, but they're raw in a different way because
Yes.
they have the whole one with nature factor going on. So
Well, that
changes
specifically
things.
depends on the clan. So like our version currently, yes, but go a little bit further back in their history where all the clans kind of connect. It's what's disappointing about Night Elves. The fact that they descended from trolls and descended so far is sad.
I guess. I don't know all those stories.
And I would totally play a troll if they look like the forest trolls from the Ghostlands, but they don't. They went with this weird skinny jungle model, and I hate it.
Ghostlands was awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love that zone. And by the time I got there, it was already like, it wasn't like before. Like everybody talks about Barrens chat. Ghostlands was kind of like that for me. It was like everybody was trying to find the groups. And
yep.
blah,
And
blah,
Burning
blah, and
Crusade, it was
always chatter.
really well done and
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, but I liked it a lot. I'm a Wrath baby, so I encountered all of
My
that
Zayde is
later,
shooter
but
deed.
I
If you have to
definitely
infiltrate
enjoyed that
Stoneland
zone
City, we will need
even
the very
then.
best horde to
So
offer.
even when it
Me
wasn't
too.
at peak. Yeah.
Which zone?
Ghostlands.
Yeah, Ghostlands was fun. I really think it's about overdue for them to redo Silvermoon, Ghostlands, and
Oh yeah.
Azure Mist and Blood Mist.
Sadly, I don't think they're going to.
They
Yeah, no,
should,
I know
though.
it's because of the way it's tied into BC itself.
Well, it's because they're
Well-
instanced and they don't want to rebuild the entire instance, basically.
Instance is module code, just like everything else.
I
In
know,
theory,
and it's just the
they
fact
could
that they're
change
like
stuff
it kind,
within the instance.
I don't entirely get it myself, or the why of it.
I don't know. I think the fact that it's instanced would make it easier, if you ask me, because it's not touching everything else. You can actually change it in a bubble. So I don't. Excuse me. Not like I know a ton about programming, but I do know it's modular. Modular is good. So, in theory, that means that's a good thing. But you know what? We're the only two races that don't get to fly to their city. At some point, I think they need to fix that. Or fly in their
Yeah.
homeland.
If they're going to fix it, it would be now, while they're the last bastions of hope for the two factions. So if they do something with war mode in the two cities and capital zones in Battle for Azeroth, it would be a good time to do even a new instance of them.
Maybe. But as you say, no one's talked about it. It's probably not happening anytime soon, if ever.
Right, but
I don't even think-
we know
I don't even think I've
Silvermoon
ever
is supposed to
heard-
get some Warfront stuff involved, is
Oh,
my
is it?
understanding. So we'll see.
That would be cool, because right now there's no reason to go there whatsoever other than nostalgia. And I do sometimes go there because, as I say, it's my home city, but, it's basically a ghost town, right?
But if they do it how they did Darkshore or Telodrassil, where you can go to a person and be like, show me the old version of it because I want to just go roam around,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool too.
Because in some ways they realized what they lost by doing it to the entire world with Cataclysm.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Because yeah, you can't go back.
I
and
don't
get
know.
that
I kind of
feeling.
like the fact that you can't go back because, there's an actual sense of change.
Okay, but the flip side to that is that people who come now level in a changed world, which I guess is fine, except they don't get to experience that actual arc.
Well, I mean,
story.
that's kind of the part of there being change, right?
Right, no, I get it and I appreciate it, but I do understand the fact of older people who want to go back and like just see a zone. But for all of the zones, it would be too much to do.
Well, I
But
mean,
being
that's
able to
what
do it
they're
for a
doing-
specific zone like Telodrassil, where you can
That's
go
literally what
experience
they're
what it was
doing
like.
with World of Warcraft Classic. So it's like
That is what they're doing with
Right,
Classic,
but
yeah.
that's a very new thing that none of us actually thought we were going to get.
Yeah, and they're doing it because of the flip side of that, which is people wanting to be able to see old content. So
I think it's going to be hilarious, all those
but-
people to go back and think that vanilla was great and realize how much it sucked in comparison.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I loved vanilla. I played vanilla. But oh my god, have MMOs gotten better in almost all aspects.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life again.
My only
No,
thing I miss...
honestly miss leveling in vanilla. Like, it was slow, but there was a sense of accomplishment with the talents.
I was saying that earlier. I get it. Like, first of all, I used to hate it being a rat baby when everyone talked about, oh, vanilla this and vanilla that, and everything was so much better because it was harder and blah, blah, blah. I kind of get it now, though, because there was a value in actually working to obtain things. And yeah, there was more of a grind factor if you've seen it 110 times. But if you haven't, that sense of achievement that you just mentioned, like, it meant a lot. Like, for me to get my Voidwalker, I didn't just hit the next level and get my Voidwalker. I actually had to go out and do a whole quest chain. One that I forever will say essentially defines a Warlock, which others will never experience. It was called True Hearts or something. You literally had to go find 2 men of pure heart and rip out their hearts in order to entice your newest demon. And I think if you don't experience something like that as part of your becoming a warlock, there's a certain decidedly dark aspect of your class that you totally never understand, right? Like, we are not good. We really aren't. So we happen to be, fighting with the Horde, etc. But warlocks are pretty corrupt.
And that stuff I
in a
think they
big
could
way.
still do and do well and have it be a class quest at level 10 that everyone does. And it doesn't have to be a long quest. It just has to be impactful, which I
Yes,
think
an
they did
impact.
well with the class halls, giving
Yeah.
you a feeling of what your class is supposed to feel like.
Yes. And I think that's what is missing a lot as you level, like earlier on, where everything just is
Yes.
automatically given to you. As you
The
level.
helmet quest now feels a little bit like that if you've leveled since the changes in Cataclysm.
What? Say again, huh?
The helmet
You lost me.
quests that really
Helm quest?
Yeah, there's a helm quest for every class that I think level... Oh, you know what? It may not be there since the 7.3.5 changes. Yeah, because I didn't feel it on my paladin. Wow. Okay,
I
yeah,
don't
never
even
mind.
know
That's
what
gone.
you're talking about. I'm like, what? What helm quest? Yeah, I don't know.
Pre 7.3.5 at level 10, after when Cataclysm stuff was set up, level 10 or 20, you got a quest for your first dungeon that involved a weapon or a helm.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh,
at
the
level
weapon.
40,
Yeah.
and I think those are still there. You just have to go get the quest.
Yeah, the problem is that, well,
There's
okay,
no
I guess,
breadcrumb now.
the problem is if it's your first character, that's still good and it happens. The reason I don't remember is because, of course, everybody now comes through on heirlooms, and even if we don't, we tend to level too fast, so that nobody does that quest anymore because it's not an actual reward that's of value. So I think only if you're actually coming through for the first time do you even really take note of that quest, right? Because it's a big deal when you don't already have heirlooms.
Yeah.
That weapon is a really nice weapon.
Um,
But yeah. I know exactly the one you're talking about, though. Yeah.
But talking about how WoW has evolved, I think the only thing I truly miss about vanilla and its stuff would be the sense of community on a server.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And I understand why it had to go away as servers started to get sparse or overtly factionally unbalanced. But there was times originally where as a tank, I could ask for a party and get a group faster than other tanks because people knew playing with me, I spent time to play my class even while leveling. So you'd find leveling groups where they're like, oh, or they'd be like, hey, has anyone seen so-and-so? Because you didn't have a super big friends list originally and whatnot. Or then with the friends list, you'd be like, hey, we're going to run this. Do you want to bring your character specifically? We're hunting you down. Or because you built these groups that weren't... But as people started changing servers and the game changed, a lot of that went away. So now in AIE, I feel there's still a sense of that where... But unfortunately, there's so many people in AIE, if you go away for a little bit, people almost completely forget who you are. Because there's so many people in AIE.
I don't know if people necessarily forget, but I'll tell you that one of the reasons I chose AIE is because I got really tired, as wonderful as they are, of small guilds where a couple people would leave, and because they were gone, everything would implode.
Yes.
So for me, that fact that it's so massive that a bunch of people can leave and it hardly makes a ripple is one of the things I love about it.
Yeah, no, I do. I totally love that about AIE, and the fact that you can just jump back in and people are like, hey, yeah, we're doing this thing, come along. But there's... And
I don't think they forget you. I just think that, the world goes on without you.
That's what I mean. I mean, but because we don't see each other in real life, and so I have people on my friends list from old guilds or from AIE who all say something to them when I've been gone for like a month, and they're like, hey, you're on my friends list, but I don't really remember who you are. And then it's, just a slight schedule change means you're playing with a whole different group of people. And so, like, the group I raided with originally in AIE doesn't even necessarily raid together now. And because I've been with AIE off and on so long, it's, it gets...
But see, at least you get to be in the same guild through all that. See, I think when you have smaller guilds, you end up with all those same changes, except you actually have to change guilds and begin from scratch, right?
That's the only drawback to playing with people on the internet. And
go figure, right?
But that's my problem is one of the reasons why I stuck with AIE and now that I'm so glad I can play with my friends on other Horde servers is because I was tired of paying my
to move.
My Death Knight's been on 7 servers.
You have to move your character, I've been like, I don't know, I've had entire guilds move and everything. ER is my home, and like I just decided that, and I have never moved a character, nor probably will I. It's
and now that I have enough characters,
half of them move back too, right? It's like, oh, we went here, we went there. It's like what you said, right? 7 servers later. And
now that I have enough characters on Horde and Alliance that I really like, and once I finish leveling my Lightforged Paladin, he will be transferred to the Horde. I will then have one of every class I care about on both factions.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to hop out of channel because this video is getting really long. I'm trying to stream because I keep stopping and just BSing. You guys have a ton of fun.
You too.
Yeah, you too.
Later.
Okay, I'm back. I'm still streaming my Horde stuff, but I got distracted BSing with people over in my Horde guild. And so I haven't actually finished anything.
It's too far away.
All right.
You haven't what yet?
I've been trying to do the opening scenario to the Horde, and I got distracted BSing with people, so I kept stopping so that I wasn't trying to show content with everybody talking over them. And I've gotten a sound glitch. What the fuck? Oh.
I'm out of range.
These are... Great. The only sound I keep hearing is a gun reclocking. Clicking. Cocking. Yeah. Recocking.
The fucking dragon. Oops.
I need to get closer.
What are you doing?
Oh, so when I was doing the hunt for the... whatever the shit it's called. Pookie, I ran into this dragon thing.
Oh, what kind of dragon?
I don't know, but it flamethrowered me.
I need to target something first.
I did not appreciate getting flamethrowed.
Immortus!
Gentlemen,
I just got flamethrowed by a dragon. Oh,
Watch your back.
this guy.
I am doing the
Oh,
Horde
choose you.
opening scenario, Immortus, while I'm waiting for
Okay.
other people to finish the Alliance one so we can play together.
okay, I guess I can go run and do it with one of my guys.
Come back if you need me help.
Let me finish doing realm grinding first, what's more important.
Well, I'm doing, like I
Don't
said, I'm
worry,
doing the
there's
Horde
much.
scenario right now, so it's all good.
Yeah.
And I am streaming, so that you're aware.
Okay. That's fair.
I am Sovereign, brother of Black Subaha.
Tell all your followers in the stream to go watch Critical Role, because it's better than your stuff. So, it's important they know that. I guess I should not watch videos while doing this.
I've been really happy with Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it looks great. Again, just timing, you know. I still want to check out Rend as well. Like, it defines who I am. I guess I'm gonna run the main stuff on my main guy, because that's how I roll.
I see. If you are certain, High Overlord.
Come this way.
I don't like it.
I'm out of range.
Silithus. Is Silithus where the sword was at?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Okay.
Lauren was just saying.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but
Wait, is Lauren in game too?
Yeah, she just hates everyone.
that's cool. At least mutual.
I'm gonna
No,
die!
no, I said that. But she's probably the least pretty of your family, your household. Also my least favorite. I won't mention you by last name because there's streaming going on, but
She's my favorite! I like her more than Terod.
you have bad taste and everything.
Listen, I don't have speakers turned on, so
Ah,
your
I don't care if she hears. I just want you to know the truth.
well, that was the same,
Well,
really.
I appreciate that, Immortus.
Do you appreciate mine too?
Nobody appreciates you.
You suck.
Nobody. Yeah, he does.
You must die. I alone am best.
I've been knowing you. You with that snake.
Or to Oldham.
You make me want to come back to WoW just so I can, like,
And this is where
PvP you and Wen and Mock, and then, like, discontinue my subscription again.
That's fair.
That is some nasty voodoo. That is right.
it is a nullification field. I cannot cast.
Follow me then.
Alright, where the fuck is this goddamn thing at?
You need to move.
Monster Hunter monsters heal when they run away, and
I'm not... if they eat other things, yes.
How do we get out?
It's like Evolve. It's crazy.
That would be a mistake. It is the
It sure looks like it was eating something.
Best
Come back here, you piece of shit. I am so sick of chasing you.
Golf, the portal to Oldham? Is that the one in the middle of Dalaran? Or is that the one I go to Stormwind and go to the little camp to the
Yes.
side and take? Stormwind?
Yes. Not in the middle. It's to the left of the keep.
Yeah, but it's in Stormwind. It's the little group of portals.
Yes. Oldham is the one that
Okay.
looks kind of like a desert.
Okay. I knew one of those two places had a portal there because I've used it, just couldn't remember.
The trolls were first to reach too far away, and we shall be the last.
Oh god, this sound glitch is going to piss me off so bad.
What is this? XP bar? How dare you! Mortis needs no XP.
Climbed on top of the piece of shit, and now I'm stabbing the fuck out of it.
So when you get further along in your story stuff, those prompts will disappear from the center of your screen, but they're supposed to appear somewhere in an upper corner. Or you can just do them by feel, because eventually it always happens the same way, or moves the same way.
I need to target something first.
Fuck you, piece of shit monster. I'm gonna beat your corpse for a while.
It smells
Fair?
unpleasant.
Guess I better carve him up in little bits. Do different, like if you stand at different parts when you start cutting them up, do they give you different stuff?
I be keeping us hidden.
No. But you can knock pieces of them off.
Just give the word.
Yeah, apparently I broke its wings and it gave me feathers.
Yes. Certain weapons are better at that than others. So, like, helm or maces and stuff are really good about knocking loose what are called hard points. Armor pieces, beaks, claws. Bladed weapons can do things like cut tails or cut off wings better. All right.
The dark spear.
Let's go.
Right. Stay close. We are friends now.
Lauren said, I think Jaina just showed up, and Lauren's like,
heard her.
damn, this family holds a grudge as good as yours.
Yes, I can't wait to do more of that.
Yeah, the lady that voices her is on that Critical Role show that Hobbit got me into.
Yes.
In fact, I think 3 of them. I think her husband and then maybe Liam O'Brien also do voices in WoW. So.
As does the GM.
Yeah, but he's like I didn't even know. I'd never heard of that character. The other 3 do like big voices. Yeah, where am I going?
Rathalos. Yeah, that's what came and fucked me up.
Let's cross at the bridge. Yeah, Messia Prophet, we have a problem with that.
Do not worry. We will know if his life is in danger.
Jump off the bridge.
So I really kind of want Shadow Hunters.
Should I be dropping chat shows? There's gonna be a lot of cinematic scenes from this.
You can just mute the channel quickly. I mean, that's up to you how you want to do it. Or, yeah, maybe.
SI-7 has informed us that the enemy emerged near the keep. They cannot have gone far. Your vigilance safeguards
Oh,
us
I'm
all.
talking myself now? What the heck? How long does this whole thing take? Like 20 minutes?
Maybe a little longer than that?
Would have been nice.
Alright, I'm gonna drop channel and do this thing. I'll come back when I'm done with it.
All right.
So I'm prepared for it. I'll be back.
There is much to
We'll
do.
not be stopping again until we get to the docks. Say, we have been ready.
Let's do this.
Don't be getting mixed up in that. Let's go. Stay together.
Okay, I didn't realize how big Stormwind is sometimes until you're trying to sneak out of it.
The data file has been sent to don't be getting us caught.
Damn it, woman.
I be listening.
Wait, where are the guards? Zul is not serving himself. It may be...
Do you know how investigations work?
Well,
Apparently I can just check the boxes, but... Oh, it adds them... Oh, I see.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
There are too many. The barrier will not hold.
kill them before they get too out of range. I need to get closer. I will bring you their hides for a trophy. Yeah. The old wolf got us sent. We got to get out of here. I don't have a target.
One day at a time.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to target something first. Look out! I'm out of range.
Zangala forever.
I can't attack that target.
I will do
I can't
whatever
attack
must.
that.
We need to find cover.
Well, now, this will be useful. Now what you got, boss? We got to get back to the canals. Follow me. You will want to wait here.
What is it now? I have known the Horde to be cruel and heartless, ruthless in its pursuit of victory. But this is honor. You will die, and an unmarked grave will be all you have to show for it. We cannot fight her. Run!
Great, fleeing from Jaina Proudmoore. That seems like it's going to work out great for me.
It's too far away. I be listening.
Oh god, this sound glitch is going to piss me off.
One would think that the city of stone would be less flammable.
You are a cruel enemy, Zul. The harbor!
Target.
We must press forward!
I need to target something first. Make yourself useful. Watch your step. It seems the Alliance's consummate diplomat will not be taking prisoners this time.
That is far enough! She has cut off our escape!
Stop gawking and break through that ice!
The data file has been sent to your comlink.
You will not harm another soul in this city! Die, Horde scum! My Lord heals us. mighty Rezan, lend me your strength.
Let's move. I don't belong to Azar, but I belong him me thanks.
Their forces must have returned from Lordaeron. How will we get through?
Already taken care of. Yeah.
All right. What did I do wrong? Okay.
I need to get closer. What you got this? It's too far away. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to get closer. Wait here.
This thing says it's the best kind of quest. This is totally an escort quest, is it?
I need 20 of those.
Oh boy.
Spear. What is it? I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I don't have a target. What you got, boss?
Are they not pursuing us?
No. But I think I know why. Look.
You have slain many innocents to get this far, but your little jailbreak is over. Surrender, and I will return you to the stockades where you belong. Then you will await the king's justice.
Respectfully, we have a boat to catch.
Then perish.
You ought to be so hasty now. You can try to subdue us and likely succeed. But do you have time to waste?
No, it can't be.
Seems a mage of your skill could be very useful right now.
This isn't over.
Oh, look at my stream's having some slowdown issues. Probably because I'm uploading something to YouTube.
No, I hope them that cross you soon.
I'll have to remember that.
You're
Damn.
looking for is thank you.
Come, we set sail for Zuldazar.
I think not. I have orders to return you to the war chief directly.
Seeing as how this is my ship, I think you will need to adjust your plans.
We can discuss it on the way, Your Highness.
Times change, and so must Zandalari. Loa watch over you.
It appears the Alliance dogs have lost our scent. Good, good. Our journey is almost over. I hope the war chief's faith is well placed. She seems very powerful. Certain in coming true. It is an honor to serve my queen. My princess is also strong and sure of herself. Our king has always found her to be challenging.
Almighty Razan, as always, you come when I ask your aid. I have sought the aid of the Horde, but my father may not agree with my actions. Advise me. You are the lord of kings and queens.
My eyes see much. They see your boldness, your power, and enemies who fear both, and those who
Oh, shit.
We are home.
That's a powerful mage chick or shaman or whatever the balls she is going to be. That's cool. They still want to be one of these snake people so bad. All right.
Out with it. Try not to get yourself killed.
I fight to protect those who cannot protect themselves. May your vestments be adorned with the skulls of your enemies. We have only a few moments alone. There are things about my kingdom that you must know. Zandala is beset by enemies, both within and without. This is why I went seeking the Horde, and why I call upon you, one of its greatest heroes. Blood trolls surge across our northern border. They drag our people off to the swamps of Nazmir, never to be seen again. Meanwhile, there's a Julie Council, scheming politicians and decrepit old tusks, dismisses this threat. They convince my father that nothing need be done.
Princess. When you left, you told your father you were going exploring, not negotiating with mongrels from the Horde.
You are sworn to protect this kingdom. If you will not do your duty, then I must look for someone who will.
We don't have the best way to protect the kingdom. Would be for me to banish this thing to Vol'dun. The Horde has no place in Zandala.
Their fate will not be
Watch
decided
your
by
back.
you, General.
No, you. Your father is displeased that you have brought these creatures here. He has ordered me to correct you.
Know this. Father is set in his ways, but he is most observant. I would wager he already knows of your role in freeing me from Stormwind. Just show respect and let him do the talking. And hopefully he will not throw you off the pyramid.
Let him do the talking, and hopefully he won't throw you off the pyramid. Not what you want to hear when you're going to meet a king.
I will do whatever I must to keep my people safe.
My king, the Horde has only come to steal our Near Hill for their undead war chief.
This champion defied the might of Stormwind to save Zul and me. Such bravery merits an audience, Father.
Enough! I will decide what to do with this outsider. Jakrazet speaks true. You seek our fleet's might against the Alliance. But my daughter is right as well. Rescuing her showed great courage, the traits I admire. Kalanji worries that I do not see our true enemies. Know that I am not as blind as she fears. Let us see If the Horde can prove its worth to Zandalar, let them stay in the Great Seal as my guests. For now, only the Zandalari may walk those sacred halls. The law states. The law is what I say it is. For so long as I am king, the eyes of the kingdom rest upon you, champion. This day, I name you Speaker of the Horde. Be you predator or prey?
Your horde has grown powerful, eclipsing some of the troll empires in its magnitude. For saving my daughter, you have earned a right to presence in my city. Since my daughter has taken such a fondness to you, you may join her in the Great Seal beneath us. The servants there will answer to you now. Talanji seems excited by whatever she has planned for your people. I look forward to being amused by it later. Zulani can show you a way down that does not involve falling.
Rizan, grant you strength. Greetings. I serve the Zandalari.
Able to arrange for your companions to be flown here without General Jackrivit interfering. You need only signal them. Come, hero. Let me show you around. It is said that the Great Seal is one of the only things still standing that is older than the Zandalari Empire. My father keeps many of his treasures here in the royal vault. You can find your night-born friend in the Hall of Ancient Earth. Come see me when you are done looking around. Princess Talanji was kind enough to inform us of an old portal network we might be able to tap into.
Why, hello.
Oculus, see what you can do with the portal system here. We will need supply lines to the Horde capitals. Bien? Good hunting.
Which Loa do you bargain with? Something? fortune.
There is much to do. Speak quickly. Vengeance for the Thorn. Time is short.
Hey, Golf?
so I will begin. I plan to lead an
You there?
expedition into
Yeah.
the swamps of Nazmir to deal with
Does
the threat to our
Trism
national
still... Does he have his phone number back
If you
again?
want our navy,
As long as he's home and their internet's on, he should be able to get a message through
in Zul'Gazar,
his iPhone.
advisors plot against you. And then there are the schemes
Sure.
of Jack
Oh,
Revolt.
does he still have the 9287 number?
No doubt he is as
Hold
big
on a second.
threat to the Horde as he is to my people. He cannot be in all places at once. I leave it to you to choose your priority. Review your maps and decide which plan you see to first.
So far, so good.
The wowing?
Yeah, I'm digging the vibe. Let's see. Say something else.
Hmm?
That's good.
Oh,
What should we try and do? Readjust my headset volume.
gotcha.
Squishy's being a pain in my ass. Yeah, so far I like the
Maybe
new
they're
race.
not
It's
coming
got
back
some-
till tonight.
So they're probably getting like another 5 hours or something.
I don't know for sure. She hasn't posted on social media that they're back and whatnot, so.
Hmm.
$9287, yes. If you send him a message, he can get it through Wi-Fi on his phone still. But if you want to call him, his phone is not hooked up. He's currently using one of her extra phones. But I didn't actually get the number because he doesn't really use it for anything other than like needing to make calls or calling her, so I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I don't have an iPhone, so I don't know what the iMessage stuff is, but so I just have to text a phone number like normal people.
Yes, text him like a normal person, and as long as he's connected to Wi-Fi, it should go through his Wi-Fi. Or maybe it has to be iPhone to iPhone, actually.
Yeah, because that's weird.
Alright, that's us going through the opening. Sorry it wasn't as animated on this one. I will try a little... Oh,